Hey guys, we're continuing our Even Up series, but this time we're going to look at a couple 8 or 9 Dons. You'll recognize their names on KGS. I think right now they're both sitting at 9 Don, but they've been at 8. It kind of depends on what day of the week it is, I guess. I chose this game because I felt it understandable to the masses, if that's a reasonable way of saying that. Oftentimes, when I watch an 8, 9 Don game, it's like, what? And they're just like so far out in left field that I just, no, thank you. But this, I think we can follow along with. So let's have a look. White plays a couple of 3-3s. That generally makes for an interesting game. If you're lower than 1 Don, I suggest you just never play 3-3. It's a specialty move that is hard to wrap your mind around. The basic idea is 3-3 does not work with anything. That's the trick. Don't try to connect over here or use this over. It's just too far from everything. So it's unto itself. You can start growing the 3-3, building the 3-3, but all locally. Maybe that helped. Okay, moving forward. Okay, we know the top is biggest. Nothing particularly wrong with approaching. Just for fun, let's kick and come up. Did black get the top? Not at all. He can play again and he doesn't have the top. Okay, well, what if he plays more territorially? Does he have it now? Oh, we just flatten with a shoulder hit. So it's okay to simply approach if you like. And of course, white's building nice things too. Okay, the other alternative, very simply, plop a stone down, perfectly safe stone in a sea of black. I think you'll find it to be lacking in a small percentage. On the other hand, it's easy comfort, health, all the variations, easy. So that's my guess. He played it because, hey, let me just do an easy move. Okay. Yeah. We know that if we go this way, now there's a question, what do you do in the corner? You're going to spend a whole move? No. You're going to attack white? White's not weak. So it kind of makes sense. Now, white can still play in the upper left, but black will be in charge of the attack. I played this move yesterday, I think it was, to keep things simple. Kick, I came up, and it was probably here. It's like, okay, pretty simple, right? I like simple. Makes me happy. Going one more, perfectly fine, as we'll see. Let's have black play this way. Let's keep this real simple. White's good. Strong enough that we can easily start invading things if we want. So black's not too inclined to just submit. Instead, black comes in. This is standard. White comes up, giving black 2 weak groups. This is the plan. And it's been played this way since I've been playing Go. I started in 1970. This was standard. Okay. Black comes out. Pretty much 4th line to make sure the A stone can work. Right? If the A stone now runs, then we're glad we have B on the 4th line to keep pressure up in all the fights. Okay, if we want to keep things simple, capture the stone. Black will kick, come down, and black has Sente to do whatever. Okay. But notice black's playing big moves. White was kind of pushed down into a small area. On top of all that, there's still opportunities to escape. So white would like to do more. That's the trick. I just want to say one more time. White takes the points, black takes the corner in Sente. Not that it's his corner, but he's getting the corner profit in Sente. This is the basis of why white thinks this is submissive. So instead, go in the corner. Now if black backs off, oh, we got half the corner and kill black. Better. Well, black says, I don't like you getting the extra. I'm going to fight back. So again, this whole thing, standard sequence. White, punish black for ignoring. Black's next move is a bit deep for me. I would be thinking of getting out with a base. I would not think about the normal sketch, because when black is cut, which he can easily be cut, he's weak. So you have to maintain health. So I would consider that normal. He played here. Now let's just look briefly. Black has an open skirt, and it's like, why does black think this is good? So this is one reason I like going over strong players' games, because you know they thought about this. I mean, there's no doubt he knew exactly what he was doing. So, what's up? Well, one, let's look at this move. We'll just start cutting. Let's see what happens. I already know what happens, but hopefully you'll see too. White, black. White says, no, you can't kill me. Great, I'll escape. No, you don't. Well, I'll just kill that single stone. You can't kill that single stone. Ah, Atari. Oh, black got great outside thickness. No cuts or anything. And if white's not careful, the top's huge for black. Okay. The trick here, and especially when this black stone gets down, we see a Hane, we see an Atari, we see a knight's move, we see a jump. That's a lot of cuts. So when black plays A, my guess is that's what he's doing. Yeah, I know that I'm not all that great, but white's got so many weaknesses. I really need to keep the pressure up. One reason I don't play competitively anymore is because every move, you have to think of everything. It's really hard work. And me being a lazy sort of fellow, it's fun. And when I was younger, I could, had a better mind and all like that, being old and feeble. Okay, white comes up. It would be way slow to say, I'm going to fix. And if you take care of your problems, I'll just attack. Well, not much of an attack. While this move for black is really big. Makes it thick. We don't like that. So when white plays here, white stating, my A group will live. I know you have cuts, but I must come out and start make sure all the black things are weak. Okay. Jump. This is not an easy move. Might look like the only move. But, for instance, here, what do? Here, some cutting going on. What about here? Double Atari. So you can see when black jumps out, there's a lot of Aji there. And again, black is completely aware. Black already knows, well, this is just weaker. I'm not going to do that. I want to get over to where those two white stones are. I want to keep the pressure up. Oh, but he might be able to connect under. That doesn't mean anything. If he connects under, I get a grade outside. This sort of thing. He's seeing the give and take, and he likes it. White threatens and getting some thickness for easy running. Okay. Now, try to do some reading. What does this mean? Who's it good for? Why is it good for them? Another reason I like, what are they thinking? What about this? What are they considering here? Okay. So, black fixes, white contacts, a great way to help our stones as we escape. Let's pretend for a minute, Sente, I'm out. And black has to get out. Now that's pretend, but this sort of thing happens all the time. If this is true, well, all of a sudden, all sorts of things are possible with this big white wall. So that's what white would prefer. White doesn't want to give black the upper left. But white doesn't have any of that Sente. White can't jump. It's a cut. Time to use the Chisuji. This little thought process, if you can hear it, can be very helpful. If you can just get out, then leave all that space. If you can't, you have to help black fix it. Okay, for white. White can now escape with A. White can play B. Let's look at B. Tari back, capture. Here, very difficult to, we'll just use one example. Black, there's a couple ways of doing it. Let's do it this way. If the cut, Atari, here, see the dungo for black, just this ugly shape, easy Atari. So it's, this is a reasonable, regular way of going about helping the stones is by sacrificing this and then making black play in the middle of it. So A and B. C, it's hard to imagine an incredibly slow move like this being anything. C. So black goes for C. He's breaking in to the upper left. Nice. He's going to get some eyes. Nice. I like it. Tari. Check out the empty triangle. And the trouble is just trouble here. So instead, connect under. Gives up the stone, heads into the corner. Black can't close off the corner because of all the trouble here. Oh, sorry. save, Atari, save. Black is really weak now, and the corner's still weak. So black backs off. Okay, white is very near life and has affected the upper left territory a lot. So it's working out. I like seeing what would I have done? Well, I wouldn't have thought that much about it. I would have gotten out rather than trying to live. I'm getting better about that, but I don't like getting surrounded. White plays here. It's an interesting move. First, white saying, oh, my A group, it's fine. I'll either just live outright or escape. Escape to my new home at B. So B is reducing the black area. A black stone there is huge on the left. So negating the wall, building from the 3-3, not very well because they don't relate well, but still useful. Providing a home for the A group. It's a gorgeous little move. Here, connect. Well, Tare. Now, when you're playing these games, you're always looking for, like, let's say, for instance, this fight that's happening. White's top group, about to get cut and die. If this was Sente, if this was defending the group, it's an extra white stone on the board. Let's say Sente. I mean, the more stones you can get on the board, the more helpful. So white plays here. Go ahead and cut me. I have you in a ladder, right? Tari. Well, there's a few things here. For instance, yeah, there's a ladder here. Right now, it's not working. Earlier, it was working. It's magic. So there's something to figure out. What makes white think black just can't cut him? Well, I think there's a ladder there. Oh, because the black stone isn't there. That's why. Okay, I don't know how I got an extra black stone there. So there is a ladder. That's why. Black comes out. Get the extra stone in. Fix. And now if we save, which we would like to, right? It produces a great cut. Problem is just dead. So what do? If we can jump out, this is where you start some reading. Well, can I come out? Boom. Ow. Okay, can't really do that very well. Can I jump? Well, just a second. I can jump this way. So if black, white's out. If black, white, black cuts, something dies. So now I haven't read all that out. I'm assuming he read it out. When I looked at it earlier today, I go, oh, it's a ladder. And I look at it now, oh, it's not a ladder. So I'd have to go through, how does it work? And this is where it's good to start, and you get to practice your reading. White jumps, black jumps out. That's one thing. If black tries to cut, we have the A group versus the B group. Who's going to win that? Well, black's concerned, so he gets out. Fix. Free move. Helpful. Out. Now, when you see this move, white just jumped. You have to keep aware. There's cut here. Both players are entirely aware. When a Q player Even a 1-dan, when they jump, they're not reading that out. I would say a 1Q, when he jumps like this, oh, it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. They don't know why. And later on, they don't keep up with the why. And then, oops, I got cut. I don't know if that makes sense. White comes out. Fix, which this surprised me because notice it helps white. There was a cut there a minute ago. It's not a cut there anymore. Why in the world would you give white that gift? Well, because let's have white get out, double attack. 2 weak groups. And let's put this here for now. What's black do? Black's really weak here. So he says, I'm going to have to help white a little bit. So now, if white comes through, the cut's nothing anymore. I don't care. I'm out. Okay? White's not necessarily alive yet. Boom, boom, boom. Fix. On A. If white tries to fight and kill black on top, white's not alive either. White stops, gets some life, black fixes. Okay? White's still not alive. White goes for life. Let's make sure we see that. Sorry, on A, only one eye there. If black starts in, there's a lot of counterplay here. And they're both getting, how much of this are they reading and how much is like, oh, I've seen this before, seems a little like I'm short on liberties. Interesting. But he fixes, allowing white to fix. And now white's alive. Black plays here. Very interesting. What is black looking at? Well, first, the A stone, clearly. A is behind enemy lines and doesn't have a base. More than that, the B group. One eye, it only has one eye. So if we fight with A, that's going to affect the B group a great deal. White goes for some life, doesn't threaten black. The A stone's just dead, so no problems. Okay. What's next? Well, black has to deal with this B stone. The usual idea, get your wall going on. Let white connect. We'll just do it the long way. And then your Sente, do that. Yeah. Then why did black play it this way instead? Well, this way, white's not getting all those Sente. This way, Sente, 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 Sente. And white's getting all these points. How much did this affect the A group? Not that much. So black plays this. When I see this move, I immediately see what I assume is the reasons, but then I'm very curious, how is it going to play out? White comes under. White does, this is a principle that's actually kind of new to me. We want to live, let's just live in the corner. Hey, I lived. Yeah, but my left side group got devastated. So white wants to live without hurting that group. That's why we go the other way. So have your two weak groups run in different directions. Okay, white runs, black surrounds, hurts the left, hurts the top. I like it. Black is ready to attack. White has to do it. Vital point, connect under. Later, if black wishes, he can play this move. Less eyes for white. But if white doesn't like that, white can always play here, and that gets rid of it. For them, it's a lot of reading here. Black surrounds. Definitely some readout here. White's A group clearly surrounded. Is it going to live now? The two B stones. They only have 3 liberties. Well, the cut at C represents 2 weak black groups. Pretty valuable stone. So a very dynamic situation, a lot going on here. White goes for the attack, and now we have one-way road. Boom, 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 boom. If white tries to honey, black will cut, white dies first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need to get 7 in Sente or 8 in Gote. 6, 7. We're now alive. But white can turn in Sente. That's a big turn. So 8. Oops, he did this first. Then 8. Nope. Goes to kill. 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 Nope. Okay. How's white going to do this? Cut. There it is. The corner fight has broken out to a more global situation. Black's A group lives or dies according to Sente. Well, black gets out. Now, white A is this white move so big, horribly Sente, and it's making eyes. So black has to take that. Okay. Goes for the fight. So what's black's counterplay here? Well, the entire A group, we can consider that for fighting. The 2 B stones, they're cut, and they're very short on liberties. The C stone is useful, but just barely, and we'll see it being used really good. Okay, let's see the play out. Goes for the cut. Here to stop the Atari capture kind of thing. Atari, no thank you, I don't need those stones. Take them. Well, I have to live first. Great, I'm going to surround you. Well, I'm going to try to get out. No, you're not getting out. Now, black has a lot of cuts here. Let's just imagine Atari, save, capture, right? So black is thin, but white only has 3 liberties. And when white plays here, white only has 2 liberties. Okay. Atari. Atari. So that cute little capture doesn't work anymore, all because of the extra blackstone. Capture, save. Okay, so A is dead, B is alive. What happens with the C group? Oh, it's dead, right? No, because if black tries to keep it separated, oh, that didn't work. Okay, he can go this way though. Atari. So all he can do is Atari, capture, connect. Okay, so who's this good for? Who came out ahead? It's a very useful tool to be able to look at the board and get a sense. You get a general sense of points, but that's not the main one. I would say the main idea here, here's 6 stones doing near nothing. That's significant. And black center group, absolutely alive. That, in my opinion, means black got the better of it. And black has Sente. Finally gets back to the no, you can't turn in Sente. I thought it happened much earlier, but the fight was all one-way road. Got to come out, and black starts coming in. This move I found interesting. You never see this move. It's just kind of a casual, oh, I'll build the right a little bit more. Is that what it's saying? It certainly builds the right. That's pleasant. But doing that in Gote's, way small. Just don't play at all. And if white tries to invade, just fight it out. There's more black stones there. It'll be fine. Then what's going on? Well, black can now, there's ideas of entering at A, flattening at B, but most of all, it's the C group still isn't alive or connected. And black has a massive center to fight with. It's kind of like a free move is how I see it. Right? Black maintaining all the connections, and we can now still cut at A. White comes in. Strong players hate to submit. I want to do more than just he pushes, I pull back. Oh, he pushed again, I better pull back. Oh, he pushed again, I better pull back. No, I want to fight against it. Instead, cut. Go threaten the cut. Threaten the cut. Surround. Nice. Black did good there. Black needs a little help, so contact the stone. So it's going to help white. He doesn't mind. He's looking for extra strength so that this stuff works. Cut, sacrifice stone. Okay, now white can't cut because white dies. So all that work to get this Sente in so white can't cut. White goes this way. Sorry. Out. Okay, keep your eye on the A group looking good, but imagine something like black B. A could get in trouble. What else? The C group, nothing. No eyes, no nothing. That's serious trouble. The D group, all connected up. Zero problem. Okay. Sorry. Connect. Cutting through. Mike says, no, I'm coming around you. No, you're not. Connect. Run out. Okay. The A stones are about to die. The B stones are clearly having trouble. Here, use up the liberty. It's very helpful to have the surround so close. Bump, bump, bump. Sorry. Okay. White's trying to counterattack the A group. So the A group entirely 100% surrounded. The B group entirely 100% surrounded. Hard to see an eye for the B group. But black can capture C right off. That suggests, just that principle alone suggests that black will do better here. Here, just threatens. They're both trying stuff. Oh, this is tough stuff. Okay. Tari. Capture the corner or capture the 3 cutting stones. Capture. Save. Throw in. Down, threatening to connect home. Now notice the A group. A is the 8th stone, meaning when white comes down, not sente. If there's only 7, this could ruin the fight. White drops down, we have to go back and live with A. Then he kills the corner. So the A is having strong groups. How can you fight if you don't have strong groups? Okay, come down. It's a very cool ko coming. White threatens to cut. Threatens. Save. Cut. So this black group is about to get out. Connects. Okay, so if white connects, that black group, no eyes. Let's watch what happens. White disconnects, which kills the corner. The corner now has no eyes. There it is. Very cute move. Beautiful move. I would not find this. Well, if we go back 20 years, I would find this. Okay. Has to play the ko. Tari. Where's our ko threat? This threatens to kill the entire top. Save. Tari. Atari. Ko threat. Just threaten to capture the 4. That's all. It's just that would make black live. Yeah. White's short on points. That's the trouble. He can't just be giving away points. Threaten to come through. What does that mean? Notice the A group. If black connects, we'll just connect this way. That white group's all dead. If, like, let's go Can we just play here? Yeah. So white's serious trouble, yeah. Okay, so white comes through there, and black captures, which is really big. Not only does A live, and B live, and C live, which used to be absolutely dead, but also D dies. It's a very large capture. And then what's next? Well, the E group, there's no hope for it. It's simply dead, right? Boom, 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 boom. Pretty dead, yeah. Even without that, it's just black's too far ahead. So I liked the game. I thought we could see why they were playing what they were playing. And I thought that was useful. Okay, guys. Hope it helps someone. Catch y'all later.